Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I have something very interesting, a very interesting experiment that we are both going to undertake together, and it is the first time that I'm actually purchasing NFTs, and so you and I are actually going to go on this journey together. And it is fascinating world, the world of NFTs. Depending on where you sit, you know, some people love them. Some people are just like, I don't get it. But Crypto.com have their own NFT platform. So what happens is you jump on Crypto.com NFT. And from there, when we go on Crypto.com, the NFT section, you do have to create your own account. So you create your own account and you, for example, you click on the edit profile once you've, put in your email address and your password. As always, please make sure that you remember your passwords. And then you go through and you can connect to all your other bits and pieces to it as well. So there's quite a few things that you can add to it. You can add your own profile picture, but this is so new and fresh that I haven't done any of that just yet. I'm simply logging on. I want to get my hands into the NFT space and I want to do it with you and also guide you through what I'm up to. And then as I go along and get better at this and I go through and, start, for example, getting in on the drops, waiting for the drops to go live and all of that, then I will be with you and we'll talk about them and go through with them. Now, what I like about the platform itself is that Crypto.com is very selective on what goes on here. This isn't OpenSea. It is very much, at the control of Crypto.com of what goes live and what doesn't go live. And for me, that's a very important aspect, right? I don't want to be in a marketplace where everyone and anyone is currently just jumping in and buying this stuff and just going with the flow and just making a whole bunch of random things, right? So some of these things on here have been specifically selected by Crypto.com. They've passed that particular guideline, and now they're actually on the platform. And you can see that the selection itself, there is quite a lot to go by. Like there's a lot of things going on here, right? So you can look at here, like the Professor versus the Rock Teleport auction currently going at $31, but you can buy now for $1,500. We'll go over that, right? This one you can just buy direct for $350. So there's a whole bunch of things on here that you can do. Now, I thought it would be cool to just simply get my hands in the market and actually just go with the flow and just get some. And I'll actually do it live right now as I'm making this. I've never done it before, so I'll literally walk you through the process with me. Now, from a auction point of view, obviously, like any other auction, you put in your bid. If you get outbid, then you'll get a notification saying, hey, you've been outbid. What do you want to do? And then, but if you're buying straight out, you get it straight away. Now, I like from a user experience point of view, the marketplace is pretty straightforward. You got all art, celebrities, gaming, sport, music, and crypto. If you click on crypto, you can see what you got here, all the different options that you get popping up. Then if you click on, for example, music, you can see all the different music ones that are going on right now and all the ones that you can get. You can also check by different filters. So minimum price, newest, highest price, all of that stuff is available on there. Sport, which is obviously big money when it comes to sport, like, the traditional cards back in the days. Sport is very much a big deal. You can see here, auction prices versus buy now prices. There is quite a big gap out there. Gaming as well. Obviously, gaming is very important. And celebrities, right? So from a celebrity's point of view, there is a lot of different ones that you can get and all these different types, right? So it can be, a little bit overwhelming initially because you just have so much variety. But of course, what you need to do is you need to find things that you like, things that you want, and things that interest you. Because at the end of the day, you're purchasing art, essentially. So you got to buy something that you actually like. Like Tokyo by Night, for example, is looking pretty good right now. Like, that interests me. I like the artwork. And then all these different other ones as well, right? So Lost Nights looks spectacular. Neon Dreams looks really cool as well. So there's a lot of things, right? And then, of course, it comes down to your budget as well and looking to get in and getting the best deals. Now, when it comes to the best deals, The best thing that you can do with any of this stuff is to go to the drops, right? So the upcoming launches and being there when it matters. So when it matters, by what I mean by that is as soon as it launches. Now, for example, today, October 11, you've got The Bloom, and that's by this particular artist. That goes live in 6 hours, 42 minutes and 20 seconds, which here in Adelaide, Australia, is 11:30 at night. And yes, you do have to be up at 11:30 at night to be one of the first people to have this. So Natasha is a digital artist based in Paris. She creates visual metaphors in deep harmony with nature. So if you're into that, then of course you would wait for her and then get onto it, right? But there's others coming up, right? So October 12, October 13. Plenty of others that are finished as well. Now, when we look at the ones that are finished, for example, we can look at this one. And when this one here finished, you can see here the packs. So 116 packs was sold of this one. So that particular one ended. And you can see how, for example, the percentages were and who got it and how many were purchased, right? Now, from brand's point of view as well, you can take a look here and you can see, like, for example, all the different brands that have been featured. Now, we know that Crypto.com is part of Formula One as well. So you can see, like, with the Formula Ones, what happened, like, you know, the auction price versus the buy now price. And you can see, like, auction at $285, but you can buy now for $250. So there's all different types of ones that are coming out and that have been out. And then, of course, like being Italian, we got Serie A. And you can see all the different ones from Serie A. And you can see, like, for example, the buy price, how much they are now. You can see how much you can get it for. So there's a whole bunch of things, right? Now, when you do get your own NFTs, you click on the My NFTs section. And you can actually see all your collectibles, all the packs, everything that you're selling, everything that you may have created. So you can become a creator as well. So when you do decide to want to become a creator, you click on the creator button. And it actually, you then get to put in all your details and submit your application for review. Again, not everyone gets it. That's the cool thing about this. So where do we go from here, right? Okay, well, let's see, for example, what do we want to get and how do we want to go about it? Now, I do have some CRO in my particular wallet. So, I connected my Crypto.com wallet to the crypto NFT platform. Very, very easy. You get an email. Then you go through, you put in your authenticator code and it allows you to log on. But what could we get? What do we want to get from this particular perspective, right? Because I mean, there is just so much that we can purchase on here. Let's go to the crypto section and let's have a look at what is available from the crypto section. And maybe from a filter point of view, what I might do is I might go highest price first. Let's see, what do we got here? And wow, okay, so there are some pretty decent prices over here. Let's go lowest price first. So let's see what we find on here. I mean, this is purely from a test point of view, but there are so many on here to choose from. And obviously from an exclusivity point of view, what you want is to purchase things that there aren't that many of them available, because obviously it makes it more and more and more rare. Like, for example, 2,200 editions of this were minted. There are currently 518 for sale. What are the chances of all of them selling out in the future, right? So not as many. You want to find something that has a balance between it's rare or it's like ultra rare but at a decent price. But the only way you can do that is when they first get minted. By now, like, for example, I'm already a little bit late to the party, hence the reason why I am now struggling and having to, purchase things at a different rate. If you got in at the start, very, very different story. So like always, right, it's about getting in early. It's about seeing the opportunity. And it's about making sure that, you are doing your homework on what it is that you're purchasing. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to overpay for something, right? You don't want to buy something and be overpaying for it. But right now, as I look through here, right now, I don't actually see anything in this particular section that I like. So when we go to the sport section, and let's have a look at, what can we see here from a sports section point of view. We can have a look, like, for example, at the different ones that are available. Let's go with highest price. Actually, no, I'm going to go with newest first, so I can actually see what is going on here. And I can see here that there's an auction here at the moment for this one here, the Journey of Bale. And that there looks pretty good. So 50 editions minted, 22 for sale, 160, buy now 250. And I reckon, you know what, if all of them go, then, you know, we might be in with a shot. Or I could go for Professor versus Kanye at $444 auction. Let's have a look at this one. This one does interest me. So only 5 editions were minted. The auction ends in 2 days, 15 hours, and 37 minutes. And so you can see here, this is exactly what you are purchasing. So you're purchasing exactly that. Now, you can place a bid. So when you do that, you can see the history as well. And you can see the offers that other people have made. So $100 offer got rejected. Someone else made an offer for $100. So 100 is just not going to cut it, right? Nobody's paying that. But if we go place a bid, your bid must be at least 444. So that is the minimum price that this person wants for that. So then if we go through and actually go ahead with that and press the 444 or above, like, you know, 445, then you are in the bid. In 2 days time, if you are the winner, boom, it's yours. Now, let's see though, before we do that, if there's anything else that we can get. So maybe we can get 1 or 2 instead of just getting 1 today, because I am looking at maybe say, you know, like $500 for this particular test that we're doing today. So that one there, like, you know, versus the Rock, you know, only 5 editions minted, 3 are for sale, auctioned from $31. Let's have a look what this guy has got going on here. Let's have a look at the offers that have been made. No offers have been made quite now. Let's go with this one, right? So let's go with, I'm going to go with 32. Actually, 41 is the minimum. 42. Now, you can place your bid. You can actually choose whether you go with your Crypto.com NFT balance. You can pay by credit or debit card. So you can connect your card and just go straight with that. Or you can pay with your crypto. So I do pay with crypto. Then we click on here. Then, of course, you got to click on the Crypto.com app. It's going to get me that QR code. Now, you do have to do it with your app. So you go to your app, you go to your Crypto.com app, you click on pay on the app, then you scan that. Now, I'm doing it right now as we speak. You can't see the particular part that I'm doing, but I'm putting $42 of my CRO into that. I'm going to click on review. It's coming up with confirm payment. I'm going to confirm it. I'm going to put my passcode in again. And that, I've paid 42 USD, is sent. Payment success has been completed. We've gone through, we have a bid. So you now have placed a bid on Collectible Professor X versus The Rock, the teleport, and you'll be informed if you win the auction. So very, very, very cool, seamless, the way that it occurred. Nothing, you know, pretty straightforward, you know, if you ask me, on how that occurred. Now, if we go on here and we just actually look for something that we just want to straight out buy, instead of just simply looking at it from a, you know, just auction perspective, like if I just want to buy something, then we can look at, you know, how do we go about this and what do we want to get as well. That's pretty important. Now you can look over here, for example, we got the Crypto.com, the Space Scout. Look at the wizard. I mean, that's phenomenal. Like, wow, 20 editions were minted. This one, 1,400 editions were minted. See, that would have been perfect to get at the time. So you do want to look for things that have, you know, have very low volume of minting, right? So you don't want things that have a lot of them available, because that does devalue the price of the particular NFT. But as I look through here, I'm not particularly looking at anything that is interesting me, but let's have a look at what do we got here. See, a lot of these things, right, you got to be careful, because there have been just so many of them minted that how are they ever going to, you know, rise in value as we go along? Like this one, for example, there were only 25 editions done, auction 230, buy now 285 on that particular one. So that doesn't actually look too bad. But I think Lost Nights looks pretty good, right? That's a really, really cool artwork. If I look at that, like, that is interesting me. I'm interested a lot in that one there. You got the Snoop Dogg coins as well. Like they're going pretty well. But again, there are a lot of them minted. So it's a question of, you know, what do you want to get? How do you want to get it? And be mindful, right? That, I mean, perhaps maybe the best thing to do right now is to wait for the drops, because I think the drops will be, you know, really cool thing to be a part of. So what I might do is, I've done that, right? So I've put my auction in. I'm in my auction. This will show up obviously if I do win the auction, so I'll keep you guys updated from that point of view. But what I might do is, a little bit later on tonight, I might stick around and actually wait for Bloom to launch and see if I can get my hands on it. But I'd love to know your experience with NFTs. How do you guys go about your NFTs? Where do you purchase your NFTs? And if you start using the Crypto.com app and start using the Crypto.com NFTs, I'd love to know your feedback and your experience as well. But hey, hope you enjoyed something a little bit different. If you do like the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.